It's a pretty big crack. And we're not just gonna crack the... This seems a little structurally weak now. Or maybe it's fine. We're also gonna make it into a skylight, so we're gonna put glass into this. It's like it's built into the trunk, right? I suppose I should try and make some branches and knots that have broken off. So if you imagine there's a broken branch out here. Wesley says we definitely have to carve out the ceiling more. Yeah, definitely. Cause it feels too thick to be cracked like this. Well, it can be built as well. Like, not everything is entirely natural. And like, it's a giant log that has broken off, but then it's also been like built into a train station. So whatever seems implausible naturally, we can just like build it. This branch needs to be bigger even. Do you remember if people threw a tantrum when they announced like Minecraft for mobile? Maybe we can look this stuff up. Don't think they did. I seem to remember there being some negativity. Not much though. I think a little with console release, right. Because it's as different from PC version. Oh yeah. Yeah, but Windows 10 Edition fixed that, right. I mean, for a while the mobile edition was quite different from the PC one as well. But yeah, like eventually they made them the same again. Let's have like a branch out here. I think most people just saw it as a different game, I think, possibly. But that's the thing, Diablo Immortal is a different game. And people still threw a tantrum. Our console was supposed to be the same game. Look, my conclusion... Okay, here's my conclusion, Wesley. Are you ready? My conclusion is that people are weird. I swear, sometimes sometimes I look at things on the internet and I'm like, what on earth are you talking about? Some of the stuff on the internet, you're like, what? So it doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? These branches seem a little small is the problem. I think maybe we can have like a giant knot around here maybe. But not a thick one. It's looking more like a tree. Slowly more like a tree. Alright, let's put a branch out here. And eventually, parts of this is still growing, right? So we're gonna have like trees growing out of the top of this. I think we also need like bits down the trunk. This trunk seems a little boring. I'm not sure if we should call the tree boring. Seems more interesting on that side. Let's put some texture in here. Oh, that's more interesting already. Hey, it's more interesting already, crazy. Alright, a bit of texture is a good idea. Maybe a little texture on this side, like here. Just a bit of shape. Maybe around the top. So everything's not just straight up and down. Maybe a bit of shape back here. Maybe that's too much. I'm gonna put that back. And this should really be horizontal. Should probably make this end of the trunk also not entirely flat. Are we just gonna put the glass like that? Are we... I feel like maybe there could be more glass. So the interior of this thing is... or it should be like architecture. At some point, somehow. We might want like a clear boundary between where the natural decay stops and where the architecture begins. And probably like a different material. That seems fine, that seems fine. Need some texture over here. Knock some of that out. So what if we... You had planted some trees on top of the stump earlier. Should we try that now? Like if we... Let's say if I like... Where are these saplings? And... jungle trees or... oak? What what kind of tree is it? Is this an oak tree? I suppose this is an oak tree. Let's see, nether brick, let's put those back. Jungle saplings. Ladder and where's bone meal? Bone meal is with the dyes items. I don't know what I'm looking for. What is this stuff? Nautilus shells. Huh. Oh, here. Okay, bone meal, found it. So if I stick that there now. kind of plausible. Yeah, that's plausible. So like if we stick a tree there. Yeah, hey, look. So from the broken stump, the trees are growing back out. Hey, I'm stuck in here. Not too many though. Let me think about how many more of these I want. Like if I stick that there. Alright, maybe that's enough. Or maybe like one more. Oh, alright. Fun. Maybe one there. Okay, I should stop now. That's quite a lot. And I think maybe also from the log there can be a bit of regrowth. Hey, this is cool. Alright, so we have that and that. So what happens now? I think it looks pretty good from the outside. What are your thoughts on the exterior stumpy bits? Before we move on to the architecture bits, I think the exterior stumpy bits are pretty good. I might actually put more vines along the logs and whatnot. Alright, see those there. Not really anything left to add, I think, says Wesley. I agree, actually. I think maybe we should make sure the grain is in the right direction. Mostly inside. Okay. So what are the thoughts? What are we thinking about the inside? The station is called Deepwood. Should we be using like planks? Log planks? I'm just gonna realign these logs out here before I come inside. Like a modern timber design, maybe.